Hi, chat. We are back at it again with Horse Race Test anniversary activities. They cannot hear me. They will not hear me. However, there is Baked Andrews somewhere. There they are. Right there.
Hello, everybody. We're figuring stuff out right now.
There they are.
Hello.
Hello.
There they are.
I'm gonna be the one reading off the questions today because stuff just asked me to. Not much
Okay.
more to it than that. But we have a bunch of questions for you today. I think like 32, if I remember
32.
correctly.
All right. Cool.
Some of them are more simple than others, but this shouldn't really take too long if we did things right.
Sounds good.
Stuff's
Shoot.
getting stuff figured out right now.
Okay,
So
gotcha.
I will wait for him to figure stuff out before I start reading off the document.
If you're having a good. What time is it wherever you're at?
Time is it for me? 11 a.m.
Mm.
So kind of in the morning, kind of not.
Yeah, I know this is a much debated time because there's so many people that live in different places.
Yeah.
Amazing coffee cup.
Give you 30 seconds. I'm going to start counting. Can't screen share because your camera's on. You got to turn your camera off, apparently.
No.
You get. Wait, what?
Apparently, stuff can't screen share because you have your camera on or
Oh,
had.
that's weird.
Beep.
Statues are just weird. I don't know what's wrong with them.
Oh, what is this?
Oh, it's the birthday
It's
gift.
races. Looks like. All right. First question from anonymous person. Blake, who's your favorite horse?
Like in horse race tests, or
Yeah, base horse race test, I think.
I think I'll go calmly
Oh.
Mm.
because I didn't do the character design for calmly. That was Lexi Cat. So and calmly's pretty cute.
That's fair. That's fair. Next question: cake or pie? From Anonymous.
Oh my god,
Cake or
Rush Red Hot
pie?
Flash.
I think I'm gonna go. I don't know. I think it depends on the situation. I don't like when I know a lot of people like pie for their birthday instead of cake, but I think you should have a cake for your birthday.
Really?
But
I
Pie.
prefer cake too.
if I were to just have one of those things like at a diner or something, I guess I would go pie. I guess I like to save cake for special occasions, but I love carrot cake. That's one of my favorite cakes.
True. I love carrot cake too.
And the best pie is rhubarb pie.
All right. Is it true that your birthday is Jan 19th? If it is, then we share birthdays from
Yes.
Tumbuchka.
Yes.
I don't know how you say that.
Yes, it is.
Nice. Out of every single race across all of HRT, which one was your overall favorite from
Ooh.
Completely
Blue
Delusional?
knob race.
That's so
Complete
Yeah.
Knob Race. Oh,
Well,
God.
that's not even a joke because, well, I think for people who saw it online, I think it probably wasn't, it was probably really irritating. But in person, just imagine like you're there in person and you kind of think most races are like about 2 minutes or so. And then this one just like, it just kept
Mhm.
going. And I did this at Anime NYC and this was like the first time I'd done like the first tournament that was done at like my friend's house and there were a bunch of people there, but it wasn't like a public thing, you know? So this was like the first like public live race. Or it was like in the first series of public live races. So they just like didn't know, that things could just go that long. And the crowd just like kept growing and growing and people were like having like they were like very audibly like kind of freaking out.
Yeah.
And it was like this whole spectacle because
I see what you
um
mean. That's cool.
yeah, there's just like a lot around it and it was, like I didn't pre-record it or anything, so I didn't know how it was going to turn out or anything like that. And I'm very happy that Blue Knob was formed from that race. But it was just like it was just so funny that people were standing around for that long. And it was so dramatic.
That's a good way to look at it, I think. I mean, me seeing it online, that's totally different. And
Yeah, because
a lot
we
of
just
people saw it
for the
online, so
end or whatever. But in
you
person,
could, yeah.
it was really good.
That's funny though. I like that. All right. Will there be any more Twitch streams with HRT races on top of them?
Oh, I
from
should do that again. I'm gonna say, um, I haven't planned on it, but I should do it because honestly, those were really fun.
They
Um,
were. I mean, I was watching them on the mobile version of Twitch, which sucks.
yeah, I should make them
But
bigger or something, or make like the racetracks smaller, so then you can see them easier. But I should do it again. I want to stream some more because right now, I mean, I used to like teach for a living, and I was assisting a class that just ended last week. Um, and now I don't have a job. I mean, I work at this bar, this bar arcade, but that's only like a couple times a month. So I'm like, oh, I need to, I need to do more things. But I mean, I'm mostly going to be working on Life is Pain, but I want to do some more streams of Life is Pain, streaming development of the game, some other things like that. So yeah, I want
that's
to,
pretty cool.
I want to do. Yeah, those streams with the overlay were pretty fun. So yeah, maybe I'll start
Yeah.
again.
Steph, do you have like Twitch link? You should put that in the chat. Or someone else. Anyway, Which horse did you have the most fun making the design for, and do you plan to tweak any of the current designs in the future from Gus G6?
Oh, I feel like I have to look at all of the horses now. Um, hmm, which is my favorite to design? I think it was fun to design the hmm. I feel like I have like an interesting little thing about like a lot of them. Um, I think it was fun to design the Chinese horses because
Ah,
I think what I did, I might be misremembering this, but my friend Lillian did the music for the like the themes for the Chinese season, and instead of like basically I based what they looked like off of the music she made.
that's
Or
cool, actually.
of course the original ones it was just like the music came after, but this time I was like, oh, just like make sure all the themes sound really different, and then she gave kind of like a mood to each one, and then I based all the horses off of the different themes. So I think that was kind of fun for that reason. The nightmares were fun because I wanted them to. Well, I mean, I guess I don't really call them nightmares, but I guess everybody else calls them that, so I may as well. But like those horses were also fun because um, I wanted them to kind of look like villains. So um,
Mm.
I was like
Nightmare
referencing a
does a
lot
really good job.
of thanks. I was referencing a lot of like Francis Bacon paintings and stuff like that. That's why like Biomorph Crucifixion gets his name. Um, and then I was thinking about like Dead Space, like
Ooh.
all the enemies in Dead Space are like based on these like car crash victims, and I wasn't like looking at pictures of car crash victims, but I was just like kind of like I was like keeping that in mind while working on them. Like, oh, they're like these like because I feel like some of that stuff is kind of corny, you know, like it's kind of like
Yeah.
it's kind of like insane to do something like that. So I was just like almost like that like the what is that meme where like someone is drawing like what is it like the messed up version of SpongeBob, and it's like, oh, look at my sick creation or whatever. Do you know what meme I'm talking
I
about?
remember it being the Hamburglar. The
Oh, it's the
hamburger,
Hamburglar,
or the
right?
hamburger helper hand.
Oh,
That's what I
right, right,
was
right, right,
thinking.
right, 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 right.
Yeah, that is really funny.
I was basically
But,
trying to
yeah.
call a little bit of like, oh, this is messed up, but they like also kind of like they kind of look stupid. You know,
Yeah,
like
that's
like
cool.
teenager, um, edgy kind of look to them.
Edgy teenager horses.
But
That's funny.
I think my favorite to design, I don't. Yeah, I think it's a little. I think it's a little hard.
Mm.
I'm gonna say probably my favorite to design was um, Meg. I think that was
Mm.
my favorite to design.
All right, next question. What inspired the basketball premise of season two, and do you have any intention to explore non-racing framing devices for any future installments from Excel Racers?
I just thought it was funny
Mm.
that Uma Musume had that basketball, like they play basketball in Uma Musume, and I thought it was funny if I did that, which is what no one really wanted, and just if I kept doing it for like way longer than anyone wanted.
Oh, so you're trying to piss people off, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I thought it was fun, and I definitely didn't want it to be like the first group. I kind of wanted it to be, yeah. I kind of wanted it to be really stupid. Um, and I wanted just because like I didn't want to keep doing the same thing. Um, and
That's
I'd
fair.
rather
And I
I'd
think
rather people get pissed off at me and like stop watching than like it just to be the same thing going and going. But I kind of liked that I
yeah,
just
getting
committed
stagnant.
to
I
that,
can see
doing
it.
a full season of this basketball thing with like the weird physics and stuff. So it was just kind of I didn't think anyone would expect me to just do that for a full season, which is why I did it. It was for fun.
To be fair, it was really fun.
Thanks.
In between Fuza's Adventure and HOT World, Military Eggy Glory, and 5 Empty Bamboos wind themes swapped. Which wind theme belongs to which horse from
Ooh, I can't
Accelerators?
answer that. I can't answer
That's
that
a
one.
question I was wondering about.
I can't answer
Really?
that one.
Okay. What goes into your thought process when naming a horse for the series? Is there any specific secret sauce or method to the madness, or is it something that just comes naturally and inherently?
Um, with the first 7 horses, or like, yeah, for like the first 7 of them, me and my girlfriend came up with a lot of them, and it was basically just looking at Kentucky Derby horses, and they all have like really insane names, and I was just trying to get like kind of like a just like those, Kentucky Derby horses, but like
Something
um
close to that?
a little bit like more um well, because like I feel like if I did exactly Kentucky Derby names, it'd be too ridiculous because a lot of them have really insane names. um but I was like trying to like uh I don't know exactly the vibe. I was just kind of it was kind of a free association with those. With the nightmares, it was again I was trying to have like the edgy teenager version of Kentucky Derby horses, and
Yeah. So like garbage bin and nightmare. I see that. Yeah.
then Prek Unith and I came up with a bunch of the names for the Chinese horses. Um yeah.
Whoa.
Wait, what? Whoa, what?
Fonts issue stuff. I can just read it off the document 1 second. Or it
Oh,
can
the
be
huge
fixed 1 second.
text.
Yeah, that's not supposed to happen.
How
Where
popular
is
did
that question
Yo?
actually? Oh my god, what is going
I like all
I'm
these
sorry.
the horses bouncing through this gate.
Okay. Is there any more beta content that you would be interested in showing us? This could be like there is another part of this question that goes into more specifics, and I want to note that here. This is from Infinistra and Splitsy. Splitsy is a specific part.
I'm curious what you
Wait,
mean.
no, fuck, it's the wrong part. God damn it, I'm all over the place. Sorry.
It's by Riker the Striker, right?
Wreck of the Striker.
Or
And okay, the specifics were about races that didn't make it. Did you have ideas that you'd want to share about that, and horses that didn't make it, or like horse names that didn't make it into final
horse names that
versions?
didn't make it. I feel like there were no. I feel like I came up with the names for the horses, and then that was just it. I think, yeah, I didn't really think about the names of the horses too much.
Mm.
Enough for there to be more than there are. I also don't think there are any designs for horses that anyone hasn't seen. And I mean, for like beta content, there's like some other things that I've messed around with, but basically everyone, if I came up with something, usually it would make its way into a race. And I didn't really have, especially while I'm working on the races, I almost have no time to do anything else, especially with the Chinese races. I was basically trying to introduce a new mechanic like every day or every couple days. So I basically like wouldn't have really any like I would just be like, "Oh, I'm just going to make this and I'm not going to really mess around with it too much." Like if it's bad, people will see if it's bad. So there's kind of nothing really cut from a lot of stuff, but there are things that people haven't seen that are kind of like tangential. And maybe I'll show some at the end of some stuff that I'm messing around with. But it's kind of not
I
really a
see.
horse race test at that point.
Hmm.
And as for like unaired
Are
races,
there?
those don't exist.
Okay.
Oh, and have there been any race ideas I've decided to scrap in favor of a different race?
I think that was supposed to be bundled into the last question, but
Okay. I'm gonna say if that's true that I haven't really done that. Yeah, usually it's just like I don't even have time to to like do more than one thing.
I see. Are there any horses that you made that never got to see the light of day? This was also supposed to be bundled into the last question. Okay.
Yeah, I think most of I think I actually probably haven't drawn more horses than there actually are. I think none of them are really if anything was like scrapped visually, it's you've seen the changes in the horses, but um I think I probably haven't even drawn more horses than there are currently. Because I usually, like, for example, the Abomination Nation, I just drew that literally right, like, because that was like during the OVAs when I was doing them live. And basically, like, as soon as the nightmares combined, I just drew it. And I
Hmm.
was just like, oh, this is it. It wasn't really like a planning process. Because I was like, oh, if they don't merge, then I don't have to draw a new horse.
True. If Super lost to Evil Gray Maze instead of Cyan, would they have nightmares? Asking this because Super is sometimes just called Super in the files and such from an anonymous asker.
I'm gonna say something would have happened. I don't know what it would have been. Um,
Hmm.
I don't know what it would have been. I mean,
That's really
honestly,
interesting.
it's crazy because, like, especially previous to that race, there were a bunch. Like, I would cut races if they were too long, a lot of things like this. Like I would kind of like just post the ones that were the most interesting. But for that race, I was like, this is so divisive because there are so many, like the fans of Cyan, especially at that time, were just like sending me like, I'm gonna kill myself and all this sort of stuff. And then the superficial realism fans were like, they had a little bit of like a white supremacist vibe. So I kind of
Ooh.
there was like a lot of people
God
that were
damn.
just like, saying white power over and over again. And
Jeez, what the hell?
I kind of didn't really want either of them to win.
Ooh.
I knew it was this climactic moment and I was just like I'm just going to post whatever happens. So I honestly I didn't really even think about it. For I was just like, yeah, I can't like I'm not gonna doctor this one way or another. And then as soon as Cyan won, I was kind of like, oh well, what do I do now? I didn't have
Hmm.
any of it planned ahead of time.
I see. That's really interesting and kind of funny. Any chance of an OST release for all the songs on YouTube, Spotify, Bandcamp, or wherever from an anonymous asker?
Um, yeah, I am planning it. There's just kind of because there's so many different musicians, it's been a little bit difficult to coordinate that while also working on the game. But I want to do that soon, but I also I know probably some of the musicians would maybe want their. I mean, I don't know for sure, but I think the conversation around Spotify would have to be addressed because I think I personally wouldn't want any of the songs to be on Spotify. And I mean, I don't use Spotify. Um,
Fair enough.
so because it's it's horrible.
The free version is so ass.
So I'd rather not, but I also can see some of the benefits of putting it on Spotify. But I guess my thought is I would rather it not be on Spotify, but I also feel like the conversation around that is I need to have that soon. So I would say maybe expect it like around the same time the game comes out, which is
Okay.
hopefully in 2-3 months, but we'll see. I would say expect it semi soon.
Were the other OVA fusions ever designed? If so, will they ever be shown in some capacity? If not, are there any plans to design them in some official capacity
I do think
from
okay, yeah. There actually there are other fusions designed, but I haven't shown them. So I
Oh.
guess there are horses that you haven't seen because some of the fusions you haven't seen. But
Mm,
some of them have also been leaked. But I also haven't done fusions for every single horse. Again, kind of like
right.
with the Abomination, I designed the fusion immediately after they, or like I kind of designed them situationally. So, um,
Mm.
but I mean, of course, I didn't design Blue Knob because I actually don't know who did the original Blue Knob. I guess I should credit them, but yeah, I just ripped off Blue Knob from whoever. Okay, people are saying who. Who is it?
Papa
Who designed Blue
Polio
Knob?
is being brought up.
Hmm?
Papa Polio is being brought up.
Okay, cool.
The Blue Nub guy.
So I should give them credit. I should give them $100, $200. I'll follow them back on
I was saying it is from the trailer though, so it could also just be Lumpy. Anyway,
Oh, right, because well actually Lumpy didn't do the part where like all the noblings are running in. Lumpy didn't do that either. Lumpy hired, I forget who it is off the top of my head, but Lumpy hired a 3D artist to do that specific part. And I mean,
really.
pretty clear that that person had no idea, was not familiar with the horse race at all.
The Novelix created his last media. Oh, that's
Like,
funny.
well, it's like did that, and then well, that's not right. But I was like, I guess I don't really care enough to like correct this, and it's kind of funny that it looks off-brand.
It is
So
funny. It ended up being funny, I think.
I just didn't say anything, and then honestly, that's how the green horse got invented because we were like, oh well, we have to make this seem like it was intentional. So then we put the green horse coming out at the end of the tournament.
Wait, are you saying right now that Green Horse is bait? Is that what you're saying?
Is it bait? Oh, is it fake?
Is it bait? Is it fake?
It's not really bait, and it's not really fake, but it is a product of someone else's accident that we wanted to make seem like it was on purpose.
That's really funny. I knew it. I knew it. Anyway, on to the next question because I think. Anyway, what brand of bottled water is your favorite?
I wouldn't
From
have
Gooey?
made a green horse. Like some people are like, oh, put in a green horse. No, no, do that. That's so stupid.
We're not getting away with the switch, are we?
So I didn't make the green
Oh,
horse.
that's so funny.
I wasn't involved in it.
I knew Green Horse was bait.
I didn't edit that part of the video. That was Lumpy that did that. So Green Horse is kind of unofficial. but
Green Horse is an OC confirmed.
I didn't design that horse. But yeah, anyhow,
Anyway, what brand of bottled water is your favorite
of bottled
from
water.
Gooby?
Well, I have
Yeah.
a filter on my thing, a lead filter on my sink. So I don't really drink too much bottled water, but I like the way Fiji bottles look. But I don't really have any brand allegiance. I'll say Fiji if I have to answer it. I'll
Hmm.
say Fiji.
Well, we figured we'd put some non-serious questions in. Is the story set in stone, or does it evolve around the community's ideas? From Critty Cat 125.
I guess it's not set in stone at all because I don't. I mean, I think people. Well, I don't want to. I mean, I basically just like run the program and then just whatever happens, happens. And then usually people react to it some way. And then sometimes I'll like set up a situation in response to what I think people are gonna do or say or think. So there's like a little bit of like I'll try to create some situations based on what people are doing or saying or thinking. But it's not like I'm like, okay, well, this horse has to win because of like what people are saying online. I guess is like,
I see.
yeah. But I did take Jovial out of the races because I don't know. I feel like, Jovial just got too popular and I wanted people to think about the other horses a little bit more. And even if like I'm like I'd rather like the videos not be as popular than just to like keep putting Jovial in everything.
I think a lot of people are going to be mad at you because you said that, but that is pretty funny.
Well, you'll all be very happy because Jovial will be in all of the races, I think. I mean, honestly, I haven't really planned out at all what um, OVA 3 is going to be. So I guess if anyone has any suggestions of what OVA 3 is going to be, but I'm thinking it's going to be like my loose idea because I haven't planned this in advance really. Honestly, I was going to show the last Horse Race Test World races tonight, but then I don't know why. I was just like, I don't really want to. I just like didn't. I don't know how to put this, but I just like didn't really feel like it. Like
Fair enough, I guess. You're the one who controls it.
I won't like fully get into it, but I was just like not. I was not really feeling doing the end of Horse Race Test World today. Um,
Is what it is.
so I was like, I'd rather just do another OVA that's like there's not as much pressure around it, and I can have a little bit of fun with whatever it is. Because I feel like a lot of people that are going to be at this thing are. I know some people are coming in to see it, which is super awesome. But I feel like a majority of people are just going to be like drunk and whatever. And I'm like, I'd rather not do like something super important. You know what I mean?
Hmm. I guess so.
I don't know if that makes sense.
Anyway, question from me, actually, because I did submit on the forum.
Oh, cool.
How do you determine the difference between canon and not for a series that's mostly meant to be up for interpretation?
I mean, I just like don't even, I try not to think about it too hard. I feel like it's like not even, I mean, I guess in my head, I mean, I guess it's not really up for me to decide what's canon and what's not canon.
Really?
Um, I don't know if that makes sense. I feel like because so much of it is like people are coming up with, like, for example, there's so many theories of things that are just things I've never like thought of at all. that I think some people would consider canon. And I'm not going to say it's not canon because I feel like that would just ruin it. So I'd rather just not say too much of anything. But I will say that the games are going to be like they are canon, I guess.
I see.
And I guess you'll figure out what that is when you're playing them.
Oh yeah, games plural. I'm hearing
Oh
people
yeah.
say.
We want to do more than one game, but of course we don't. We're only really making one right now, but it will be a good basis. Like if we wanted to make more, the idea is that we kind of have ideas for 3 different games, and I think they'll all
Three
be
games. Okay.
pretty easy to make once we finish one of them. If people like it, um, we kind of have 2 others that people will probably honestly like these other games more than the first one. I think the first one is so esoteric, but we think it's really fun. So I'd rather do the weird esoteric one first, and then do like the other ideas we have later that are maybe more.
Well, hey, I'm excited, and I think a lot of people are too.
Yeah, hopefully it'll be fun, and hopefully we'll actually finish. I mean, we'll finish all these games, but it's just, you're not there until you're there,
Yeah, it is what it is. Anyway, next question, and this one is about Life is Pain. Will Life is Pain have Steam Workshop support? And there was another part of this question that asked about OCs specifically. So, like, could people put OCs in the game? Is a very common question.
We're in talks and consideration about some of this stuff. I think in some ways it'll be, more development time and stuff like that for us to really support some of these things, but it's also going to be in Godot. And we're not going to try to encrypt it or all these things. So I think it's going to be pretty easy to kind of get into the project and do what you want with it. And I also imagine that, no matter what we do, people are going to figure out a way to hack and mod the game. So I would say we're not going to make it difficult for you to mod the game, but I don't know if we're going to make it so easy to do custom stuff, at least out the gate. I mean, maybe we'll do some of that down the road, but we're not going to stop anyone from doing anything. I don't know if that makes sense.
That's good, I think.
Especially
This
because there's already
is
so many custom.
the other part of
There's
it.
already so many custom things out there already, and I know there's one person who's been messaging me, Hippo Watermelon.
That's the other part of the question.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys know this Hippo Watermelon person, but they've been working on a custom horse race test thing, and it looks pretty good. So I mean, you can, I'm sure, hopefully, whatever that is, it seems like you can mod it.
Sorry. This is the OC part of that question stuff, so you can just go on the next one.
Oh wait, what? Oh, okay.
You already kind of got on with that. I was just asking if OCs were going to be in the game, which you already talked about that.
Yeah.
Once
Oh.
HRT Life is Pain is fully released, how much would it cost? Is there a planned known price tag for it, or will it be decided in the future from Platinum Oxidized?
We haven't completely decided yet. We still need to
I see.
talk a little bit about how much it's going to cost, but that'll come a little bit. We're going to definitely do we want to do a demo, so at least there will be some free element to it, at least. So that's one thing I think that we've decided on.
Okay. I have always wondered, is the bouncing direction random, or is there some programming pulling them to the goal slowly? If random, how is it decided
Next
from
next question.
my
Next question.
next question? Okay. If you insist, man. All right. Will Oob ever earn a proper name, or is she forever locked to just Oob? I think she deserves one. If Oob has become too ingrained, could it perhaps stand for something like Out of Bounds from Andy Bandani?
That's another one I cannot answer that one either.
Okay. If you could go back and rename a horse, which one and what would you rename them to from Gooby?
Nah, they're all perfect.
How popular did you expect the series to get when you posted the first video from Deathsped?
I mean, I didn't really expect anything to happen. You know, I mean, I would just post stuff. I wasn't really posting it to, I don't know, uh, do anything. I was just posting it for fun. And I feel like I still do that. I don't really, uh, I try not to think about it too hard because I feel like once I start thinking about it too hard or forcing things, then I don't know, it just gets a bad vibe to it. I was just kind of doing my thing.
We know E3 was inspired by that one fan fishing game, but are there any other HRT mechanics inspired by UHRTs or other fan creations from Gizora?
Um, I mean, other than Blue Knob, there's gonna be something soon that's inspired by a fan thing that hasn't happened.
Really?
Maybe
That
I'll just
hasn't
do it
happened. Okay.
tonight because I think it would be funny to do it. Um,
All right.
but I don't think. I mean, of course, like seeing what a lot of people do is really like inspiring. But I don't know if I think usually if someone else has done it, then I try not to do. I try like if anything, it's like usually like if someone does something, I try not to do it. Um, I think I
I think
accidentally did the. I forget if I had seen the soccer before doing the basketball arc or not. I think that might have been an incidental because the soccer and the basketball are very similar, but I just don't remember if I had actually seen it or if it was like some sort of I'd seen it and then kind of like wasn't immediately thinking about it and then just did essentially the same thing on accident.
Well, if you want my opinion, I think there's a good mix of both where you can take inspiration and do some original stuff.
Yeah, I mean I'm not opposed to taking inspiration, but I think usually it's just like I want to do something a little unexpected.
I get you. Um, do the horses have favorite foods? If so, what are they from Mui?
Well, they mostly eat um hay, and water, drink water, but then they get carrots as a treat. Um, I mean, I would imagine they just like what regular horses eat. Um, uh, there- nothing special. Because my girlfriend does, she like volunteers for this horse barn, in New York. Um, Sometimes for her birthday or things like that, I'll give her horse treats, like expensive horse treats. So there are these horse treats I got her for last Christmas that were like they're peppermints, but they're wrapped in like molasses or something and like
Oh,
hay. My girlfriend does
That's
not eat
interesting.
horse treats. She feeds them to horses. They
People
actually
are
don't look
spamming.
that bad. The horse treats don't look that bad, and I think they don't have any like ingredients that people wouldn't be able to eat.
Mm.
So you could eat them, I'm sure.
Which horse do you think is the most evil and intimidating? From an anonymous
Ooh,
asker.
that's a good question. I mean, I also like for people to kind of I feel like there's like a I almost don't want to say too much about that either because I think my interpretation of like what is going on with the horses is different than what a lot of people think. So, I mean, I think there's some horses people think are evil that aren't, and vice versa. So I think I can't really answer that question either
Hmm.
because I think that would give too much away.
All right. What's a headcanon related to one of the horses that you personally like from the Apophis?
Well, I mean, everything is headcanon.
That's true.
I also think if I start to say what I think is headcanon, then because there's some things that are there are definitely some things. I'm sorry, I'm giving a lot of non-answers, but there's a lot of things that are not things that I ever thought about that some people just consider to just fully be what I intended. And I
I think I
and if
get
I
what you
say what
mean.
those things are, it's gonna just completely ruin things for some people. So I think I can't say what that is either.
I think I get what you mean, and I think that's fair. This is surprisingly a question I saw more than once. What's your favorite fruit from Third Court?
Oh, I like watermelon. It's pretty good.
That's awesome. I love watermelon.
But sometimes when you get it in those like plastic containers, sometimes you get it as bad. But when
Oh
it's good,
yeah,
it's really good.
yeah, like fresh off the freaking rind.
Yeah.
Hell yeah. Yeah. If horses are your power, what are you without it? From Thurkle.
Um, I mean, I feel like I've been uh I mean, I think what's kind of funny is like I mean, I feel like I'd just be just doing the I mean, I'm always working on like a million video games, so I'm like I feel like if it wasn't the horses, I feel like I would be working on some other thing. I think like some people, for instance, I think some people think I did the matching
uh,
machine thing because of horse race stuff, but it was just uh through some complete like I think I would have done that anyway. Uh, I don't know. Yeah, I feel I would just be just there. There's also a bunch of other games I was working like we want to finish Smush Boys still. But a lot of the team for Smush Boys is working on Life is Pain now. But the hope is uh the hope is we try to finish both this year. But I know that's also um a big stretch. But it's also early in the year, right? We're only like a third of the
we
way
are in
through.
April, yeah.
So
That's crazy, by the way. Just like,
we're gonna try to. I think we might try to expand the team a little bit, so we can finish a couple of these things at the same time. But I'm also very lucky to have the horses in my life, of course.
a lot of people are, in my opinion. Anyway, Who is your favorite nightmare horse from
Oh, I am more
Mygo 079?
crucifixion. And
Nice. I like Biomorph too.
I think it's literally just because the person who role plays as Biomorph Crucifixion is so funny. Their Twitter is so funny.
I don't use Twitter a lot, so I'll have to see who that is, but that's good to hear.
I'll find their. I know they are from Ireland. Biomorph horse.
Anyway, let's be real. Is bulletin board actually a horse from
Is
Fallacy?
bulletin board actually a horse? Yeah. Why the question?
We figured it'd be funny. Well, Steph did anyway.
It was
With
funny.
HRT getting as popular as it did, is there any regrets you have with it? Anything you wish you'd done differently from the Silliest J?
Mm, I mean, no. uh, well, I mean, I think what's crazy is I feel like there's so many things people have like friends and family and whatever else are like, oh, you should have done this or should have done this, and I'm like, I don't know, I I feel like I like the way that things are right now, and I'm blessed or cursed that it happened in the first place, so and I'd rather there's like a lot of things where people are like, oh, you should have capitalized on it in this or that way, but I also feel like that's like not the point of it. um I don't know if that makes any sense. And there are like there's so many things where people like there's so many crypto people who tried to like get me to like, I don't know, do their coin thing or blah blah blah, and I'm so happy I didn't do any of that, and I'm so
Yeah,
happy.
if I saw Joe Coin, I would not have been happy. I'm gonna be
Yeah,
so
I
for real
mean
with you.
there were like 50 jovial coins. There were like a million of them. But I was just
Really?
yeah, there was like it was like the third week of horse race tests. There was just like there was just like a million people trying to make NFTs and all this kind of crypto coins, and it was like for like a week or two. I feel like a couple of weeks, like all these jovial coins were like at the top of um, these like meme coin websites. It was so annoying, and I was just like constantly blocking all these crypto people. It was like the worst. It was honestly that stuff was like the worst. So I'm glad a lot of those people are gone. Uh, and then there were like so many people who tried to like, I don't know, try to cash in on things, and I'm just like, rather just, I'd rather just do things my own way. So I'm pretty happy about the way things have gone.
Yeah, I think it went well, everything considered. Anyway, will there be more seasons of HRT? Do you ever plan for HRT to fully conclude from the above news?
Um, I don't know. I mean, in one way I was kind of thinking that it would end today with the end of world, but then I was just thinking about it. I'm like, no. But it's also, I do want to continue it with the games. So I don't know if I want to keep doing daily videos of horse race tests for too much longer, but I also like doing it, but I also feel like there's so much baggage with all the characters that it makes it like the more I work on it, the harder it gets because there's just like so many expectations of this and that. Um, so it kind of makes it harder and harder to work on it. But like for example, like doing the Chinese races was like that was like some of the most fun I had had working on it, and I also feel like that some of the best part of it was the Chinese races, and then I really liked doing the inside of the elephant stuff was really fun. So I like keep having fun with it, but it's just like really difficult to keep it going. But I don't want to like either. I also don't want to definitively end it, but I also do want to just like focus on working on the games and stuff like that and finishing those.
I
And
see.
it's really hard to split working on the game and doing the races every day.
That makes sense. That was actually our last question.
Oh,
Do you
cool.
want to stay here and answer some questions from the chat, or do you just want to go?
Um, I'll answer a few questions, but it's going very fast.
It is. Well,
It looks like Fujoshi Chaser. Uh, their question wasn't asked. What's your question, Fujoshi Chaser?
I don't know why you have that as your profile picture, but okay.
Oh my god, too many questions. Let's see.
Actually, I could just go to the forum and read some off there, but
Okay.
if people in chat want it more, I can just do chat instead. What do we want more, chat?
I'm reacting to some of the questions.
All right, I guess we're doing chat because nobody said forum and some people said chat.
I will make more races with Truck Stop Highway. Yes.
Hell yeah. I love that little dude.
Or maybe actually, yeah, I don't know. Maybe I won't. Maybe there will be at least one though, because I like Truck Stop Highway. Someone's asking me about the opinion on the fan games. They're awesome. I haven't played the Roblox one, but I played some of the other ones. There's like one that's on itch, um, that I played recently. That was pretty good. Maybe I'll share the link to it. I thought this one was pretty
Is it
fun.
Gamble?
Yeah, that one is cool.
Oh, I love Gamble. Shout out Lex, by the way.
Yeah, I like that one. I played some of the other ones. Gamble's really cool.
Lex
But
told me
yeah,
to
they're
plug
all,
side 3, so this is my obligatory side 3 plug.
um, let me see. Where's the link to
Sorry.
Gamble? I can just see video of it. Oh yeah, and side B is cool. Let's see. I'm scrolling through. The UHRT stuff is cool. I mean, I like the production of it. I like the theatricality of everything. And I like the polish. It's cool to see like horse race tests with like a bunch of polish on it. And I'm also always super impressed by how how quickly people recreate the stuff that I put in the races. Like it's crazy that I'll like as soon as the Chinese races came out, people just immediately copied all of the mechanics. I was like, "Whoa, how did you do that so quick?"
I think there was some stuff in the Chinese races that existed in some people's engines before it came out.
Oh, really? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, I think Winter in their engine had like rocks and keys and stuff.
Oh, that's crazy. Let's see. What is this mysterious horse that's just there? I'm responding to floppy disks thing. Um, have I seen Lab Horse yet? I'm not sure if I've seen Lab Horse.
That horse is pretty cool.
I wanna, if you could post what Lab Horse is,
Uh,
I'd love to see it. Oh my god, I'm so far behind in the chat.
Yeah, it is. It is a little fast, isn't it?
Yeah. I'll answer one or two more questions. Let's see, because I need to head out soon. I have watched you HRT, but I feel like I watch them when they pop up in my feed. I should watch all of them in order. Is there a YouTube channel that has all of them in order?
Um, there are like way too many different UHRTs to put them in a channel, but we do have race host channels here. I don't know if you've been checking on those, but they post races in there.
Cool. I'll have to watch all of them. But I have watched quite a few of them.
Nice.
Let's see. I'll answer one more question. Oh my god, there's so much. There's so much stuff. Will we ever know the other Cruelty Squad Paradise fishing sounds? I think they were all just from Cruelty Squad. I think I just like went on was it set the sound resource. Let me see if I can I think it's pretty easy. Maybe I'm wrong. I think I just got all of the sound effects from the sound resource, or I think I found like like all of the sound effects on some website. Let's see. Do you like Project Moon? And were the elephants inspired by the whales? What's Project Moon? I guess you know what that is. What is it? Oh, it's Limbus Company.
Me, I don't know. I
Okay.
hear about it a lot, though. I hear about it a lot, though.
I have not.
I think it's in this company.
I've
I
not.
think they're like the same thing. I don't know.
I've not. I don't. I've seen it, but I don't fully understand what Limbus Company is.
Me
Uh,
neither. I know like Dante because he's like a popular character, but that's like it.
Someone asked me if I had played Space Funeral. Yes. Me and Steven the Catamites used to post on Glorious Trainwrecks a bunch back in the day. So,
What is
and
this?
we also worked on a um, installation at this place called Baby Castles together. So, yes, I have played Space Funeral, and me and Steven worked together on one thing. Do I like Baldi? Yes, Baldi's cool. I've only played it for about 10 minutes, though.
Oh, I guess I should have put that question in there then, huh?
Uh,
Whatever.
would I ever make a UHRT? Let's see.
Was it UHRT if you're the one making it?
Yeah, yeah, I don't know. Okay,
I don't know if that's like
um,
the case or not.
I should probably start getting ready, but um, yeah, thanks for having me, and thanks for running the Q&A.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for stopping by, man.
Hopefully it was fun, and yeah, I'll see y'all later. Thanks again, everybody. Peace.
Bye bye.
That was totally Horse Race Test Q&A.